Wait, I think I had it. Just one more time.
No.
Yeah.
No, I almost had it. It's on the tip of my tongue.
She did like the.
Yeah, don't have it.
She was like a checkout chick or something. Gangster.
Read all
That's
of-
what it is.
Oh.
That's what it is. Welcome back, everybody.
Read all about
I
it.
was going to say
Yeah.
read all about it, but
Yeah.
I got cut off. That's okay.
Mate, actually, not gonna lie. While I was just looking at you, you know what I just noticed? We've all got a bit of purple accent going on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I actually just
Purple
noticed that. We've been
rain.
hanging out all afternoon, and I haven't noticed that
Purple
until just
rain.
now.
I want that hat. That's an epic hat.
It is a good gangster hat.
Yeah, it's like the exact
Can't
same
even
colour.
see your eyes. They're like in a shadow. Looking mysterious.
Mysterious as.
Anyway, how's everyone going?
Hope you're having a great Monday and Tuesday because you know what day it is? It's 333 Tuesday.
It's 333 Tuesday.
We're almost done through the week.
Mate, how good.
Oh, yeah.
Hump day.
Hump
Tomorrow.
day is tomorrow, yeah.
Tomorrow.
How good.
Hump day.
Mate, oh my
What?
gosh.
What?
So I've got a bit of a, I've been working on something. Anyway, no, we'll talk about that later.
Okay,
Maybe
yeah.
you'll catch that. Actually,
Alright.
you're going to catch that next episode.
Next ep.
Ooh.
Next episode.
Exciting one.
This is
Next
episode 21.
Hell yeah.
21.
Let's get into it.
Do your thing.
Let's
21.
get it.
You know what
I'm
we
up
got?
for SEAL Team Passenger, this G5, no, this is not a challenger.
That is a great
Big one.
song. Great song.
Yeah,
But
okay. Let's
Start
get
us
into
off. You have you got one?
Mate, I actually don't have one. I completely forgot about it. But I'm going to come up with one off the top of my head. I hope that's all right.
Is it?
I know
Okay,
it.
okay.
I know. It's actually very interesting. So, back in the
No,
day,
no. You have to say it.
back in
No.
back in 2 seconds ago, I was today years old when I found out.
Save.
Save. All right, okay. This one's a fun one. So, at some point in time, Pepsi, the big brand we know and love, was
Kendall
the
Jenner.
6th largest military force in the world.
What?
Yes.
Who was it run by?
Pepsi.
What?
Yeah,
so
but
like, that was like
what
that was
country?
like
Was it a country thing?
No, Pepsi.
As in the
Was
company.
the 6th
what's that like
largest
tanks and like helicopters with Pepsi?
naval force in the world.
Stop.
Yeah,
it.
right. So they supplied military equipment.
Here's the story.
Right. Get
Okay.
into it.
When's that done?
So, look, because I don't have it on my brain right now and on my phone, 'cause I'm very sorry, listeners. It was sometime in around, let's just say 1960s. Okay. Pepsi Max was trying to get into, like, expand their market into Russia, but Russia didn't want to be seen dealing with the Americans because it was like the Cold War kind of period
Yep.
Yeah.
around then. So they said, all right, what can we do? What deal can we do? Well, can we give you vodka? We'll give you like some of our vodka and you give us heaps of your Pepsi Max.
Say
'Cause
less.
just
I
mix
remember
it.
there was
Like, yep.
there was a guy, there was a big meeting. It all started at a big meeting and the Russians, one of the Russian not president, what are they? What's Putin?
Top G.
Not is he a dictator? Not a
You're
dictator.
gonna get in trouble for saying
Anyway,
that.
so the equivalent what are they-
Commissioner. I don't know.
Why can't I think of it?
Communist.
No. Anyway,
Okay.
so the equivalent of Putin back in the day,
Just a leader.
Stalin.
basically drank a
No.
Pepsi Max at this big military convention, and then it went from there. And he's like, "Oh, this is amazing. Let's get this into Russia. But how can we do a deal under the table so that people aren't, because we can't pay the US with money,
Yeah.
and the US didn't want to take Russian vodka as payment. So,
I would.
what's your question?
And I'm just like thinking, like, how did you stumble across this?
Oh, mate, I just love shit like this. I just love fun facts that no one ever cares about or would
yep.
ever know, just random things like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they ended up settling to an agreement,
Damn.
and the Russian Navy, which I'm pretty sure back then it was the Soviet Union, gave Pepsi a fleet of nuclear submarines
That's
as payment.
epic.
Nuclear submarines. And there was a point in time where Pepsi Max was the 6th largest naval force in the world.
There you go.
How crazy is that?
Facts on facts.
Facts on facts.
Facts on facts, spitting.
No.
Anyway,
Could have left it at that. It would have been cool. But
Yeah.
facts on
you just
facts.
ruined it.
Yeah, I did.
Stop. You've killed it.
Let's
End
edit
it.
that out.
And
Let's just edit
no,
that
I'm gonna leave it in.
No.
Yeah, I'm leaving it in.
All raw.
Anyway, so you guys were today years old when you found out that's a pretty cool fact.
Yeah. That's not bad. That's not bad. Well done. Well done.
Anyway, okay. I had something to share. So the other day, this is my rant for the week.
I was gonna say,
to
I was actually thinking of something this week, and I was getting annoyed, and I was like, I'm gonna have a rant this week. Can't remember.
you got
what
it?
No, I can't remember
Maybe
what it
it'll
was.
come up.
Maybe it will. But I was
Let's
like,
hope.
I'm gonna take Dylan's rant of the week, and then, anyways.
Oh, sorry. I've got a rant of the week.
He's got the rant
sorry,
of the week.
Sorry to ruin you, Jared. Sorry. Okay, my rant of the week.
My rant of the week is not. I can't remember.
the
Rant
day.
of the week.
Rafiki.
Reek?
That
No.
turtle. It's like
No. Yuck.
What? Okay. Anyway, my rant of the week. So,
Weekend.
what morning was it? What is this? Friday. It was Friday morning, okay? So, I'd gone to bed late already, all right? And I'd had such a terrible sleep. I don't know why. It was just
I'm
terrible.
getting a rant about having a bad sleep.
Right? Like, it was so bad. Like, okay, so I went to bed and like I thought, oh, it's pretty windy tonight. I don't need aircon. So I just left all my louvers open, turned my fan on and went to bed and it was mint. And then kept waking up in the middle of the night because the wind stopped.
So
and
it
I
was
was like,
hot.
I couldn't be asked getting out of bed to turn the aircon on, close all my windows and whatnot. So I just kept moving in and having just a terrible sleep. Yes, Jared.
I will add to that.
Yes.
So my dad doesn't like the aircon on, but my mum and I, we could sleep with the aircon on going through the house. We don't, if even it's a hot night, I've got the fan on one, top speed, still cooking. Just because
Why
we're
is one the top speed?
I don't know. It just is on my fan.
Oh, okay.
So,
So-
moral of the story, you're mad at the wind.
He's mad at the heat.
He's mad at the wind.
I'm wondering about the
wind
wind.
stopped.
Like Morgan Wallen. You know that song? No, of course you don't know that song. Anyway, back to my story.
Rant.
So, putting you in this perspective, shitty sleep. I've got like barely any sleep anyway. It's 5 a.m. All right, so I got work the next day. Normally, like I'd wake up about 5:30, but since I had shit sleep, I set my alarm for like a bit late, like 6:30, say. All right, I get woken up at 5 a.m. with a big knock at the door.
That's a
But-
big knock.
Loud, very loud. Yeah, I didn't want to like smack the mic. Anyway, big loud at the door, loud knock at the door, and I was like, oh my gosh, what could this be? Mum runs in. Dylan, the backyard's flooding. And I'm like,
What?
I'm like sitting there like half awake, half asleep going, oh my gosh,
It's
what?
It's when you wake up and you're like, what did she say? You know, it's like just like full
Yeah,
gibberish.
literally. Yeah.
What is going on?
But here's the shit part.
It wasn't
Right?
flooding.
You think that was the shit part?
No.
I was having a dream.
Oh.
No.
So you were like
no, but okay.
lucid
you know,
dreaming almost.
You know how like
Like a good dream?
it just
or-
works out. Every time you're having like a good dream or a cool dream, you always
Go in,
get
brother.
woken up just before you know what's
Go
going to
in.
happen. Just before you know what's going to happen. Am I wrong? Am I wrong?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
No, I'm exactly right, and you guys know that as well.
And you
listeners.
try and go back to sleep to try and
Yeah, you try and
pick
go.
it up,
No, come on, come on, come on,
and it's gone.
And
Works
no,
for
it's
me
gone.
sometimes.
Oh, I have gone back to sleep and gotten
Get
into the
back
same
in.
dream.
Yep. Multiple times.
Yeah.
No.
But anyway,
Finish
this
the
time
job.
it didn't happen. But here was my dream. It was a mint, like, we were at the beach, and I was at the beach, and like, there was like nice mint magical waves, and there was like 3 or 4 boats out there, and then like I was there, and I jumped on a jet ski, all right? And then like this chick jumped on the back, and I'm assuming she was my girlfriend in the thing. Like, that's what it felt like, all right? And she's gone to put her hands around me. She's like, oh, I'm going to have to put my hands around you and like hold on really tight. And then like jokingly, she like put her legs around me as well. And then that's where I woke up. Of course it was where I
He
woke
was so
up.
happy. He's like,
Devastating.
I just had someone holding onto me close. Anyway, and then I woke up. Finally out of misses. Nah.
finally had a missus.
And the yard was, in fact, flooding.
And mum's like, the yard's flooding. And I'm like, shut up, mum. I want to get back to my jet ski.
So you were
My
having a
girlfriend.
dream in a dream.
Oh, it was just
Inception
terrible.
type stuff. I love
It
it.
was terrible.
Oh, that-
Anyway, so I woke up and then sad. And then I'm like rubbing my eyelids.
Crying.
And she's like, you know what I felt like? You know when like in a movie when someone gets stun grenaded and the camera's doing these ones all shaking and like
God
you
damn.
can't see anything. You can't see anything. That's what me going. I was like,
flashbang.
Bro,
you know what I'm
that-
talking about?
Yeah.
So that's what I felt like, all right? I rubbed my eyes and I'm like, all right, let me put some clothes on and I'll come out. And I went out and And long behold, the backyard was flooding because one of the sprinkler hoses, the hose that supplies all the water to the sprinklers.
Wait, so
had,
your
like, popped
backyard
off the
actually
end.
did flood?
Oh, well, not flooded,
But,
but
like-
like the front, like where the front gate is, all of that was like, there was a lot of water.
Ah, see, I thought that was
Yeah. So I was like on
Tripping.
my hands and knees at 5 a.m. laying in the mud trying to fix this pipe. And like, I couldn't see anything because it was bursting water and it was like underwater already.
Classic bust up.
So I had to switch the sprinklers to change systems. And once I did that, it stopped and then I could work on it again and had to fix it. But oh my gosh, yeah, it was a pain in the ass being all muddy at 5 a.m. in the morning.
What a great
After
way
my
to start the
shit.
Friday day.
Yeah.
I know. Did you think of your one?
No. No, couldn't think of it.
Anyway,
I was
I got a
trying
question.
to.
All right, and it's kind of relates to this.
Okay.
What is the last thing you think about before you go to sleep?
One thing.
Is it the same? Yeah.
So I don't know. I know Chris at the moment now falls asleep to rain sounds.
Yeah, I do.
Like that's it. I think the last thing I remember when I go to bed.
I don't think about rain though.
No. It's just nice to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Like your rain effects is my YouTube. Watching a video.
Yeah, you fall asleep with YouTube on. It's
what?
retarded.
Bro, you came in. Remember when I was at your? It was like what was the party?
It sounds like I'm in a bad dream because it's just some random person talking, and it's always on repeat. Or it used to be a TikTok. You'd fall asleep
I
with
just
a
spilled
TikTok
CC
going,
on me.
and the same TikTok on repeat all night. It was like the horrible dream that never ended.
Dude.
No, wait. Why did you have a TikTok on repeat?
No, because
You
I'd
fall
fall
asleep.
asleep on it. Because you remember where it was one of your parties. Was it your Halloween party? And remember I went to bed early and you were like, Jared's asleep. Like he's fallen asleep on TikTok or YouTube. Is that
Yeah.
normal? Is he okay? And, you're
Mate,
like,
I do not remember that.
and Chris is like, don't worry. He does it all the time.
Yep.
And I did it recently probably
remember
last
that.
weekend.
Yeah, okay.
Last weekend I fell
Like,
asleep.
what YouTube videos are you watching?
I don't know, like Reddit stories or I'm watching like some.
Mate, I
guy.
love those Reddit
Yeah, they're
stories.
pretty good, hey.
Yeah.
So
That's so
that
cool.
is like that voice is like kind of
What's
what
old mate? You know, he's got like the moth. He's got
Nah,
like the
I don't
moth
know.
logo as his.
I
I
don't
can't
know.
remember.
But the Reddit stories are great.
Me
It's
and, me
like-
and Will used to watch these two guys, and they were like really good, like dark web Reddit stories and
Yeah,
things
mate,
like that. It's so cool.
I like watch it's like teachers of Reddit. It's like what is like the worst thing that's happened at school or like whatever the story may be. And then there's like ones it's like what's the worst like acid trip you've had or like
So you're telling me,
And then you fall asleep.
and then you fall asleep and
you're
you're
telling
like,
me
yeah.
Alright,
Mate,
sorry to
I'll watch
hold
it.
you there.
I'll watch a 2 hour
You're telling me that
compilation.
every time we start a pod and I go, "Oh, how's your week? Like, how you doing, mate?
Yeah.
Do you have anything that you want to bring up on the podcast?" You listen to Reddit stories every night and you don't have anything you want to bring up or any topics you want to talk
Shit,
about.
called out. Yeah, bro. Like
out.
if you look at my watch history on YouTube, you will see it's just full of Reddit stories, full of them,
There you go.
full of them.
And I'm the content man.
Nah.
That's because I watch about 10 minutes of it and I'm like,
Yeah, pass out. Mustn't be very good.
and it's like a 2 hour compilation of it all.
Completion.
Completion.
Compilation.
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 That's ages.
Compilation.
You'll never catch me falling asleep on my phone. Unless
Yeah.
I'm absolutely clapped
Nah,
after
you'll
a
never
big
catch
night.
me.
Bro, I'm full. Like,
I try and get
on
off my
it.
phone 15
Yeah.
minutes before I go to sleep.
Nah, I'm on it.
You're
And then
like-
Chris is just, yeah, pretty much.
The head nods.
And then if I'm like getting like that, I'll just go like, all right, I'll lock the phone and put it on the side. But if I fall asleep, I'll wake up at like 2 a.m. and it's like, oh, this video's still going. My phone is boiling hot.
catch on fire.
Yeah, because I'll fall asleep. 'cause
I
I'm
bet
like,
you got on charge
I'm like,
as well.
yeah. I'm
Oh,
like this
no.
on the under the pillow, and then it, like will fall under the pillow, and then I'll like
How's
get
it
up.
still on? Doesn't it turn off?
No,
You turn
no,
that
it just
off?
stays on, and then I
Oh,
take the
no.
phone. It's like 2 a.m. I'm like, man, my phone feels like the sun. Like it's cooking. Like you could
And-
put an egg on it, and it would probably cook.
Cook it up.
That is
And
going
I-
to kill your phone.
I'm just gonna say my battery health is I think like 80%.
That's pretty good.
How old is your phone?
It's an iPhone 11 Pro, so not too old.
Nah, it's all right.
It's like
Mine's
probably
still
like
at
4 years.
97%.
Yours is a 13 though, isn't it?
No.
Or a 12.
12.
What's yours? Yours is the same phone as mine.
Yeah, 11 Pro.
Yep.
11 Pro Max.
Yeah, mine's only a year old, but still 97%.
I think ours are like
That's
3 or
pretty
something,
good.
3 or 4.
Yeah.
They do the job.
So sorry,
That's it.
back to my original question.
Yeah. Sorry.
What do you think about before you go to bed?
Whatever I'm watching.
You don't have like thoughts.
No.
See, that's
I have a lot of thoughts. I don't have just one
Well,
thought.
go.
Well,
Talk to me about some of them.
they just come up. I can't even think about what I'm going to think about before bed.
If it's
Because it's such an array of different thoughts. Like it goes from one thing to another
Yeah.
thing.
if I'm like excited about something, bro, I can't sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same. If I know I have to get up in the morning
That's
and I've
it.
got to do something that I'm going to enjoy,
Yeah,
then
that's it.
I know
You're not-
I'm not getting to sleep. Yeah,
Yeah.
And that's what like YouTube is my distraction. I'll just watch a video.
that's
do
not
whatever.
good for you, mate.
But
That's really
it.
not good for you.
I know it's so bad.
It's not good for your eyes. It's not good for your brain. It's not good for your health.
I know. I was so bad. But that's like the routine I'm stuck in right now.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, because I can't lay there. I can't just sit there and close my eyes and be like, I just can't.
I do think about the future a lot before bed, like what I want to achieve
for
and
me,
that sort of stuff, and
Yeah.
just thoughts about that.
Yeah. Okay.
Absolutely. Like you what? Like that's like the thing. Like you watch like a video and you go, oh, like it might be like an inspirational video, like something like talking about like things like that. And you're like, man, like what can I do to do something like that?
Because you'll be laying there and like you've had a big day, you've been distracted all day, being full on, and you get in bed, and that's the first time you can listen to yourself
Pretty much.
and just starts going. On
That's
a roll.
why-
Put a pin in that. We'll come back to that.
Right,
Have
Pinned.
you got that pin? Pin put?
Pinned.
Penny.
Pinned. All right. Mint. So, for me, I find that my thoughts before bed change a lot depending on whether what's going on in my life, obviously, and the mood I'm in.
Agreed.
So if there's something going on in my life that is challenging or something, for example, I will find that I will literally think of that thing, the worst thing, like something that I've never thought about before, like an aspect that I haven't touched just before like I go to sleep. And I feel like that always comes up and it's like, oh. But then I've kind of become good enough to go, look, mate, you're not in the right headspace to even think about that, so don't keep going.
Like a
And
negative
I'll
thought
shut it out.
that spirals, kind of thing.
Not a negative thought. Sometimes, most of the time, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
Like a negative thought. But if negative thoughts come up, I can literally like not even suppress them, just like put them away, and then I'll think about that in the morning because I know I've acknowledged that.
Nah.
What is the point of me thinking about this now?
Yeah.
One, I'm not going to remember my proper conversation in the morning because I was in a different headspace because my brain is pumping different chemicals to actually try and put me to sleep. So my memory doesn't work the same.
Yeah. Like I would never want to think of anything negative before I go to bed.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
Could not do it.
No, but even if like the thought coming up into my head, it's a thought. How you choose to deal with that from there is up to you. And I have become able to shut that down. But I mean, I know some people
Yeah.
can't, but that's
Like situations that haven't
depends
even
on your
happened
situation,
yet,
depends on your thought.
and they just
Pretty
pile
much,
up.
pretty much what Chris said. Like, you know, it's like your downtime. Like that is my downtime after work, after gym, after I've done whatever. I'll sit there and go, all right, cool. Now I got some bit of time to myself. I'll watch something, let my mind go blank, and that's pretty much how I fall asleep. I just go watch something, bang, dead. That's it, gone.
So like, yeah, my time to myself is like, in the shower, I'd have to do like a lot of thinking, and also, like I've said in another podcast before, I try and like get a chance to go sit down outside and look up at the stars and just chill with no phone, nothing, and think about like everything that's happened during my week. Think about things that I haven't had a chance to think about. Have a little chat in my brain and then work things out. And I also do that 15 minutes before I go to bed.
Yeah.
And I try and get all the questions up and things up. I go, yep, tick that off. That's done. What have I got to do tomorrow? Done. Easy. And then I'll find that I'll go to sleep and one thing will pop up. But it's always like the things that like, pardon me, you never think of during the day, isn't it? Don't you find that? It's always the questions that you don't ask yourself during the day. And you go, oh shit, I never even realized that or even thought about it from that perspective. Yeah, but I find it crazy. Anyway, sorry, I wanted to jump back to where we put a pin in earlier.
Yeah.
You know, there's a statistic
I
that...
forgot what we put a pin in.
Oh, actually,
thinking
before
about
we go
the
back to that,
Yeah.
I had something that I really wanted to say. You know how I was just saying that we were saying how we have our individual
Ways of
moments
going to
where...
sleep. Yeah.
Not going to sleep, sorry. Time to ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay? I was listening to a podcast with David Goggins. Mate, you've heard of David Goggins.
Yeah, of course.
Stay hard. Hardest bloke on the planet, probably, honestly. All right. So he was talking about his times to himself, and he called them like mental rest stops or something like that.
Yeah.
And he has like a few of them a day. Because like I remember Joe Rogan was asking him, like, mate, how do you do it? How do you keep like going and you just run every day? You do this, you're doing so much and flat out like to an extent that which is just crazy and beyond belief to a lot of people. and he's saying, I have mental rest stops just like everyone else. I just make mine shorter and more. I get more out of them than most people. So, like you saying, when he's in the shower or he has like a few throughout the day, but like he stops, has a break, gathers his thoughts, calms down, and it's like hitting the reset button.
Yeah.
Like say if we've had like a big week,
Yeah.
like we'll do this or we're doing something on Saturday, we're talking out, doing whatever. We do something and then Sunday, like by the afternoon, like what do we normally do on, like say if it's a Sunday afternoon, it hits 4 o'clock or something.
Drink.
No.
You jump on the game.
We normally jump on jump on a computer and like
It's been
have
good
a
to do
chat
that
and then
lately,
like that's like a wind down. Like
It's been good to do that lately, like just to have some free time.
Yeah, you just kind of chill out, relax. Yep, cool. All right, it's 7 o'clock. Got to go cook my meals.
Cook my mince.
That's it. I'm
Yeah,
out.
same.
But then we've spent 3 hours just kind of winding down and getting ready for the week.
Yeah.
Then that's it. Wind down for the week. Yeah, that's heaps.
Oh, mate, like, this just takes like a lot of our weekend up.
Absolutely.
A lot
Hey,
of our
it's
weekend
all
up.
part of the fun. I love it.
I know it is, but like,
This guy loves it because he drinks so much. He's like, who wants a drink?
Hey, that's the part
We
of the
didn't want to
contract.
drink in this one. We didn't know what to drink. And he's like, nah, let's just have one.
It's like, man, you guys being girls.
I just, the only thing I find is like, I have like not a lot, sorry. I have different friend groups
Yeah.
that aren't friends with each other.
Yeah.
And since I've been doing this, it's been so hard and difficult to hang out with all of them. And that's the only thing like I'm kind of been struggling with.
But that's
and,
what
like
you
people have been
gotta
struggling
do.
with me as
But-
well.
But the thing is,
you
like,
know?
I've got to like think of, that's the same. Like, I have to make time for myself, make time for the girlfriend, but also make time for you guys because that's like that's important to me. Like you gotta keep that because you can't just stick to one thing.
Yeah, I know, but like they just like they just fade away.
Yeah.
I've already seen that now, and like we're
Mate,
only
pretty much as soon as I left
20
school,
weeks into it, 21
like,
weeks into it.
it was faded away at school, and then that was pretty much it was just Chris and I for like
Ages.
since it. So I don't.
I just done like because I got like friends from motocross, my motocross life, that are such good mates, and we've been mates like for literally like 10 years, 12 years.
Yeah.
And then I've got like all my mates from school that like I still hung out with outside of school. And it's hard to hang out with them, and then the motocross friends, and then I've got like my other close friends like Charlie and them.
Yeah.
And they're
And when
but they're all different. They're
when
all
you do- yeah,
three
and that's the
completely
thing.
different groups that don't hang out with each other, and they all want to do stuff, and they all invite me to stuff, but like it gets to a point where
You
like,
got
they
uni, you
they
got
just stop
work,
inviting you
you've got-
because they just know. I remember C-Bum talking about it.
Yeah.
And he's like, when you're committed to this life, you just all your old friends just stop messaging you and stop asking you to come out because they just know the answer. And like it's sad, but
Sometimes
there are
you
other
gotta live
things
with
you
that.
can do. Yeah,
Yeah. If you want to get to where you want to get.
That's it.
Oh mate, if
You
I
won't
got
be able to-
if you got close mates and you got good enough mates,
Yeah.
they
They
will make
understand.
time.
Yeah,
they'll make
absolutely.
they'll,
You
yeah,
and
the
everything.
one
They'll book
100%.
it. Yeah.
They'll understand exactly like you're saying.
Yeah.
And they will keep on trying to make time.
Absolutely.
And no, that's
But that's the good thing with like if you have a close like group or close like friends or like whatnot, and they go, yep, cool, understand. How about let's just make a time. Let's look at 2 weeks in advance. Let's do a Saturday night. Make sure you're free.
Yeah.
Then you go, yep, cool, booked out.
Yeah.
Do it. Like there's at least you can hang out like, and spend the night, spend the afternoon.
That was
do
good.
whatever.
Like me and one of my close friends, her New Year's resolution was actually to hang out with me and another one of my other mates more this year because like I don't know, she just got into a habit of drinking every single weekend at one place, kind of like us. Or you.
Not me.
yeah.
But anyway, no, it was pretty cool, and we all went out to dinner the other night and all hung
Yeah, I
out.
saw
and
that on
it was
your
really,
story. Yeah, I
it was
saw
really,
that.
it was
Yeah,
really
yeah.
good, and like I just love things like that, like
That's the thing,
trying
mate.
to get people back together and
You
keep
always
everyone
have your
close.
ride or die friends that'll be there.
Oh
Absolutely.
yeah,
at every
100%.
stage,
And I
whether you're
do
doing
like
things or not. They'll
like-
always be there.
And like
on
they'll
standby.
understand. Like pretty much when Chris had a girlfriend, it was like, yep, cool. No, you're
Yeah.
busy. Whenever you're free, let's hang out. And
Yeah.
like then we'd make time. But then it'd be like, oh, what are you doing this weekend? Want to jump on the games? Nah, I'm going out. Cool,
Yeah.
no dramas. And now it's kind of like
Always
roles are reversed.
compromising.
Yeah,
so
always.
the roles reversed there.
Oh, at
so-
least he's got someone else to hang out with.
But
now.
that's it, yeah. So like for me, like when it was like Chris and I didn't really hang out with anyone. It was pretty much
Yeah.
Sorry, Jared.
didn't know you then, so
Yeah.
left me hanging, bro.
No,
Kind of just showed up randomly when this happened.
it's honestly, it's crazy to think we haven't even known each other for a year.
Yeah, not yet. Hey, when was it? June or something? Nah, later. Surely.
big pivot point in
I
our
can't
lives.
remember
Nah.
because we went to
I
that
crashed my car in
lakeside.
April, so it
It was
like-
before then.
Yeah,
Rough.
it was before then.
So we'll be almost coming up on a year.
Yeah, almost
Yeah.
a year.
Yeah,
That's
anniversary.
crazy.
Wow,
so is crazy.
romantic.
And
Come a
not
long
even
way in
like
a
6
short amount
months
of time.
later, we started a podcast.
It was,
That's
I
it.
think it was earlier than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is pretty much Chris got home the drinks, forced us to drink.
Hey, I didn't force anyone to do shit.
Nah, you know what the situation is, right? So
Just the fun one,
we've
okay?
kinda
I'm sorry,
worked it out.
guys.
we've kind of worked it out, all right? So this is
I'm
what
just the
this is
fun
what
one,
our
is that what you
situation
said?
is. So everyone rocks up, and Chris is the man.
Oh,
Chris is the man where we have to say no. We're not starting to drink now,
Yet.
all right?
let's go out.
Yeah.
Let's go to Taps. Let's go to Savvy. Let's.
Savvy, I'll go to Savvy.
And I'm the man that they have to say, Dylan, we're stopping drinking now. It's too late. Let's go to bed.
You're the one who continues it.
Yeah, so I'm hard to get
I'm
started.
in bed already.
I'm hard to get started.
I'm the gateway drug.
Yeah, you are the gateway drug. But like, once I have 2 drinks,
Once
it's
you
like,
have
oh,
it-
well, we've started. We might as well go.
you're the
ham.
addict.
And
Go ham.
Dylan is, I was going to say, Dylan
call
is
me
the
an
one
addict.
that's just like, oh, let's just make this a double shot.
No,
And
I
you
was
have
like,
it
well-
and it's collapsed.
Well, look,
like, finish
if
your
you're
drink.
if you're half drunk, you've had, I don't know, not half drunk, but like you're tipsy. You've had 2 or 3 drinks, right?
Yeah.
You've had 2 or 3 drinks. You're tipsy. Why not have more?
Keep it going.
Yeah,
Get
keep it
even-
going. Yeah.
Yeah,
fine.
makes it more fun.
Not all the time. I sound like an alcoholic. Anyway, let's move on. Let's go back to that pin I wanted to put in earlier.
Put it in.
I know. I remember you saying something earlier about. I remember we were talking about sleep, right?
Yeah.
So, and before you go to bed, you can have time to have a
Wind down.
like
Yep.
a thought process, right? So, I heard this thing earlier on I think Twitter. Can't remember. Anyway, we'll just say Twitter. Right?
Social media
So it said 50% of people don't have internal dialogue.
Like what? They can't hear their own voice in their head. Really?
Do you have internal dialogue?
Yeah, I can hear
Do
myself
you have
talk.
internal dialogue?
Absolutely.
You can see.
I could sit here and I could like, I know what that person sounds like and I know what I sound like.
Yeah, I'm exactly the same.
And I know what I want.
And I can sit there. I can sit there and honestly have conversations with myself. Yeah, this is weird. But anyway, no, honestly, full
Hey, Dylan,
honesty,
how you doing? I'm
full
good. How
open and
are you
honest.
doing?
Like, I'll sit there and have a conversation with myself, but like I'll play 2 characters. There's 2 characters speaking. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
the
yeah.
old. I don't know, not people on your the devil and angel on your shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in
No, yeah,
those
but like-
kind of scenarios, but I can
So
also
it's like the same person.
yeah, but
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
also like talk to myself and go.
Talk your way through it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
talk my way through it and like see different perspectives.
Yeah.
Like literally jump into another character.
I feel like that character evolves as well over time with you.
100%.
Like,
yeah, no, it's a
100%.
different
My life has
person.
changed.
Your,
a
your
lot.
conscience
Yeah.
upgrades. With
I
you.
honestly believe. I'm very
Spiritual.
confirmation bias. So I wish it was true. That's what confirmation bias is.
Yeah.
You wish it was true. Is that
Things
what
you wish were true. So if someone were to say, "Oh, this may be true," I go, "Oh, yep, that's definitely true," because I want it to be true. Does
Yeah.
that make sense? That's like me when I was talking about what I think dreams are. That it's you traveling into the multiverse, into another one of your lives.
Mate,
Yeah.
but like we've talked about this before, it's like
Yeah.
deja vu. Same
Yeah,
thing.
same
Like,
thing. That's a similar
Oh,
concept.
I saw
Yeah.
this like this spooky thing. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you're
Just
right.
quickly, just a spooky thing. It was like a sign, and it was at this like place, and it was like if you've had deja vu of reading this sign, like get help or like call this number. And I was like, I wonder what that is. I didn't read too much about it, but that's about it. And I was like, oh, like it was like 30 scary things to see or something.
That's cool.
I feel like I'm very in touch with like the deja vu thing. Like I've always listened to it because it's always 100% accurate.
I was gonna
Like
say,
if I feel like something is about to happen, I
You
would
let it
say
go.
it always does happen within the next few seconds after I'm thinking about it or whenever it happens.
No, I
It
agree.
happens
But
to me.
that
a
is
lot.
deja vu. And you
Very
know what?
frequently.
You know, do you remember what I explained that was? So it's
it was like
quantum
you've
it's-
experienced, yeah, like
yeah,
another
quantum physics.
universe's
Yeah.
experience.
So every time you make a decision, you split a path like a tree.
Yeah.
Okay, like a tree root. Right.
it was like red pill,
so
blue pill.
you're on one. When you begin consciousness or life form or whatever you want to
Take-
call it.
Two different routes.
Okay,
Every
whatever
time.
you believe it is.
Mhm.
Every time you make a decision from there, you split
Uh-huh.
like a Y junction.
Yeah.
All right. What deja vu is 2 different consciousnesses on that tree root making a decision opposite each other to connect.
Yeah.
And it's the linkage between you about to fuse together going, okay, we're both about to experience this.
But have you ever had like a dream and like it's come true, or you think it's real as well? Like pretty much this is like this whole like thing is almost like dreaming.
Because you're dream walking.
But that's the
That's
thing.
who
Like,
you are.
have you,
That's what I believe
yeah,
you're doing.
Yeah. But like, have you ever experienced like, you know, you dream something, you wake up, and you're like, shit, did that happen? Or was that a dream? I can't remember. I feel like I've been here before. I've done the same thing. Like, and like you like you said, you just let it roll.
Yeah.
And then it keeps like, it goes, wow, this is like still occurring. Like it's still deja vu.
Yeah.
Like, even though I'm just letting it do what it's doing.
So I'm like, for me, the dream thing and deja vu is a little bit different for myself. I feel like the dream things, like when I dream, I don't really associate it with this life as much. Like
See,
I'm in a dream.
It's because
but the deja vu thing, when that happens, I'm very aware when it happens, because when the thing happens, I'm like, okay.
So here's
Conscious
how I
of
can
it.
explain
I was
that.
aware that
Is
was-
because when you're dreaming, you're not in your consciousness. That's two different consciousness. You're connecting to your own entity on another plane.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's you literally what they call dream walking. You're entering the mind or the awareness, spiritual awareness of another entity that is you on another plane. Okay. So you're just looking through the eyes basically of another you on another universe. And the old saying, it was just a dream, that's why it can't be real.
Yeah.
That's all horse shit, because the multiverse explains that every possibility of physics and anything you can possibly imagine and can't imagine is a universe.
Yeah.
Well, did you see that NASA, I just saw NASA found a planet similar to Earth 42 light years away.
Yep.
And they're like seeing like the James
In the
Webb,
Goldilocks zone.
the James Webb
Telescope.
found it 42 light years away, and NASA is now researching to see if it's habitable.
Yeah.
Or if there's stuff on it.
Elon will be over there ASAP.
42 light years away though is crazy. Like that is that is some serious stuff. Like you travel 42 years at the speed of light.
Yeah. Nothing we're capable of yet, but I'm sure we will be in the future.
That's the thing. There's so many there's so much.
Avatar. If you watch the start of Avatar, like the extended cut, you know, they like
Haven't seen it yet, so don't
No, not the second one, the first one.
Okay.
It's like they hop on like a spaceship and they're like, you've been traveling in space for 6 years. You're not going to be, aware of your surroundings. Take it easy. Like things like that, because they were like frozen, or not frozen, but like put it to sleep for
I
6
never
years.
saw this.
Watch the extended cut. Watch the extended cut of Avatar, because you'll
Is
go
that
like,
what do they call it?
I don't know, but like it's.
I remember now. Yeah.
The extended cut is like you go, I don't remember this bit because it wasn't in the original
Why didn't
2
I
and
add
a-
that? That's so much cooler.
But it's like 3.5 hours to watch the extended cut, and if you're gonna watch it, just watch it.
It's an extra half an hour. Why not sit through
But
it?
seriously, like it is worth it. And
Yeah,
I'm
okay.
like, I don't remember this bit, but that's sick. Like, at least they have like a bit of a backstory between, the main character and like how he's getting to Pandora.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like back to the 42 million light
Light
years?
years.
42 light years away.
42? No, I
Yeah.
thought it was the 42 million.
I thought it was 42.
Anyway, 42 million.
Same thing.
They're both unattainable at
the
this
moment.
present time. So,
Yes.
okay.
That we know of.
Well, there are theories, obviously, like wormhole theories and traveling in the fourth dimension theories that allow you to get there in an instant.
Yeah.
Has anyone ever gone into like a black hole or a wormhole?
No.
Not that we know of. I'm sure things out there.
No, the nearest black hole is very far away.
They should like send something in there, see what happens.
Yeah, well, that's what they want to do.
Yeah.
But they think it is the oh my gosh,
Think, Dylan.
it's the
Mind
gosh.
blank Mary over
no,
here.
it's the
Mind
point.
blank Mary over here.
Sorry, I haven't properly studied.
MBM.
I don't want to say because I don't want to say. So I want to be very like.
Yeah, like,
I don't want
'cause
to
you
say
don't wanna say the
something
wrong
wrong
thing.
because I haven't properly studied physics in a while. I just read a few books
fair.
every now and then. But
Yeah.
they say black holes are at the end of a black hole is the something point that leads to the other side of it's a jump in space kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like a tear in space. Yeah. It is something to do with the fourth dimension,
Like the
obviously.
fast lane.
What the
I was
fourth
gonna say like it's just like a fast travel.
so if you're in the first dimension, obviously, you travel in no direction. Traveling is not a thing, okay?
Yeah.
Moving is not a thing. You add the second dimension, which is height, okay? And you can travel along a plane, not a plane, sorry, a line in one direction. You can go forward or back. That's it.
Yeah.
Right. Then you add the third dimension, which is height, length, and width.
Yeah.
Right. You can travel anywhere in that space. Cool fact to think about, actually. Birds are one of the only creatures, like that species, are the only creatures that can travel in 3 dimensions freely. Humans can't. We can only travel in 2 dimensions freely.
We ain't got
Only
no
when we
wings.
jump. Pretty cool to think about. Unless you're underwater.
Yeah.
Unless you're diving. That's why I love diving, because we can travel in 3 dimensions.
Yeah.
Cool to think about. Anyway, back to it. So then when you add the 4th dimension is space and time. So basically what it is think of 3 dimensions. We exist right now in this time, in this period, okay? Being able to travel in the 4th dimension means that you can travel in 3 dimensions, but at any point in time.
Ah.
Does that make sense?
Okay.
So
That opens a whole new can of worms.
exactly. So
anytime, like, what do you mean? Like, you can go up, down, left, right.
You can move like as we move around, up, down, left, right, cheat code.
GTA cheat code.
What's that song?
I don't know.
That's a song. Anyway,
Sorry.
my bad. Yeah, so you can travel anywhere at any point in time.
So gravity isn't an issue.
Gravity's not an issue.
Yeah.
It's above.
So it's like you're sitting in the space station almost. No gravity. No?
Yeah, so
Or you
Kind
have
of like how we view UFOs, how they can move.
like, is that what you think?
nah, that's
Is that
just
different?
Nah, that's different. I don't know how to explain it like easily. This is why I'm not a teacher.
Mr. Campbell, what do you mean?
See, this is the thing is I understand it, but
We'll
I just
putting
find
it
it
into
hard
words.
to train.
We'll
But-
Yahoo
so-
it tonight.
It's like a tesseract. Like, you know what a tesseract is? It's a 4th dimensional cube. Right.
I've
So
heard of it,
there's
but-
different. You can move anywhere freely in the tesseract, but there's different space, like time and spaces in the tesseract.
Okay.
So if someone were to say, if you were to have a 4th dimensional party, okay, you would have a party in the 4th dimension.
Sounds sick.
Okay, and someone gives you a location, all right?
You can
say,
just travel
be
there.
here at this location
Bang, gone.
and a time.
Yeah.
But what's the time? So if you were to,
So there's like no like kind of like time awareness type thing. You can just go
So
there.
time, obviously, time in our the clock that we look at is a construct that we made up to understand how to
How
live.
to work,
Okay,
Yeah.
actual time is where you are in space at a moment.
Right.
So if someone says, okay, let's have a party at the Mooloolaba Savvy Squire
like a
at 6
coordinates.
p.m.
But it's like
Okay, you rock up at 6 p.m. and you're in the 3rd dimension. But when in space and I don't know. I don't know. You have to be able to try and understand it. I'm shit at explaining.
That's all right. That's all right. We'll Google it.
Let's
today.
get back to my internal dialect.
That's fine. Yep. The 4th dimension's broken me a little bit, but that's
I'm
okay.
sorry. I just love talking about that shit. A lot of people probably lost a lot of viewers then.
Nah, of
They're
course
like,
not.
what the hell?
Oh,
is
that'd
that?
be-
Did you start to kind of understand?
Very
it?
interesting.
Yeah.
You lost
like,
me at the end there.
Almost, like,
Yeah,
I feel like I'm
sorry.
I'm
almost
just
there.
shit at explaining it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I feel like I'm almost there, but just like need maybe just an explanation of Google or something.
From
A
a
really
professional.
good if anyone is actually interested in learning more about what I was just talking about, I cannot recommend enough a really good, easy, very explanation series that explains it really, really simple, but will let you understand it. On Disney Plus, Stephen Hawking did a
Gee, that bloke.
RIP did a a series, a small TV series that explains a lot about.
Yeah,
that
didn't he
kind of
explain
stuff,
space and
it
stuff?
is really good. Yes, it is really good.
Yeah.
So much knowledge. They should have kept that man's
And
brain.
he also explains like time dilation. Anyways, you need to stop me from talking about
All
that
right,
shit.
stop. Stop.
Okay, I wanted to talk about something really cool that
Yes,
happened
yes.
this week. One of my very dear friends and listeners and subscribers, they posted a TikTok video of their child, and it went absolutely viral.
And I've seen it because you showed me it, and I was like, oh, I saw this.
Mate, I
already.
saw it.
You saw
everywhere.
it.
It was
I've
TikTok.
seen it.
See,
Yeah.
all
I
over the
got
place.
rid of
It's
TikTok.
viral.
But anyways.
It was on. I
So-
think it's on Instagram too. I think it showed
Yeah.
up on a reel.
What
And
is it?
comment. Okay, so comment down below if you've heard or seen this TikTok. What it is?
Do you want me to put it in the... Can we download it?
Yeah, we can.
And put it in? All right, I'm putting it in now.
See if we can.
Right, tell your joke.
Why are you singing so funny?
Why?
Because
All right, there we go. We've watched the video now. We're back.
All right, okay. That was the video. So it's this kid, her kid, and he picks up this like chicken, and it's like, why are chickens? I can't remember. It tells
He
a
said,
joke.
"Tell us your
Why
chicken
are
joke."
chickens?
Yes.
Why
it
is
was the
chicken
dad
so
joke.
funny
It
or
was
something?
the dad
yeah,
joke.
yeah. It tells a dad
I did
joke.
see
Like,
this.
why is chicken so funny? And then he's like, because. And
See?
it's just hilarious because it's a little kid. And
Yeah.
the video, I think I checked.
It's on
a
Instagram.
few days
Chris is
ago,
right.
and
Yeah.
it was at 90 million.
God
views.
damn.
90 million,
Holy
Jared.
moly.
Oh my
Wild.
goodness.
'Cause
The
that's so-
backflip video of me when I almost killed myself reached like 13, but I thought that was nuts. But
90 million.
Yep.
90.
90.
Matter of days.
That's crazy. That's honestly,
And she gained like what 140,000.
That's like-
followers from it.
yeah. Yeah. It's
wild.
like 3.5 times the population of Australia.
Yeah, that's huge.
That's nuts. That is crazy to think about.
Now that I think, I'm like, because I was like, I wonder what this video is. Like, why are chickens so funny?
Isn't that's nuts.
That's
Yeah.
classic.
That is crazy to think about.
And it was like the captions like, this is how dad jokes come about or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
literally.
yeah.
That's almost a third of America has watched that video.
Yeah.
Well done.
For now.
Okay, we'll
I think
tag
it's still
them.
going up.
Yeah, the Greys is the
Yeah, I'll put it in.
we can tag them. Come on.
Yeah.
Of course we can.
Shout out.
Shout out. Yeah, the Greys.
They can,
yeah, they gain.
They can give us a shout out.
Please.
Share us.
Yeah. So and then she gained like 130,000 followers or
Far
something.
out.
I mean, last time I checked.
That is huge.
Crazy.
Wild.
Absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
And
What a classic.
yeah, no, it was really cool. And the cool thing was people were like resharing it, like celebrities were resharing it. And one of the celebrities that reshared it was, oh my gosh, I literally had her name before we started the podcast.
Mind blank Mandy.
She was
again.
so Disney series. She did the Disney series. She did Cinderella and, a Cinderella story, I think it was called.
Yeah, I don't know the
Yes.
actor.
Do you know the chick?
No.
She did Cinderella story, and then she did that other one where she's like, "That girl was a son." No,
Sorry,
she's like-
what?
Wait,
she's
can
like-
you, how's that go again?
I don't know the words.
Wait, I think I had it. Just one more time.
No.
Yeah.
No, I almost had it. It's on the tip of my tongue.
She did like the.
Yeah, don't have it.
She was like a checkout chick or something. I don't know.
Check out chick.
She's like a checkout
Same
chick, and like
length.
she worked at school. Not worked at school, sorry. She went to school, and then like she was getting made fun of, and then she did like a massive talent show at the end of it, and like she's like a singer,
No.
got blonde hair.
I'm not with you. Sounds like Miley Cyrus to
I
me.
want to say Avril Lavigne, but I know it's not Avril Lavigne.
Jesus.
Good luck, Charlie. Finish and Ferb.
No. Oh my goodness. I'm so
Lab
sorry,
rats.
guys. And you know what? The funny thing is, after I watch this back next time, I'll
You'll
remember it straight away.
Yeah.
Everyone will.
You'll listen to that. You'll listen to it on.
Bugger.
Mind
Anyway,
blank
well,
Mandy.
she reposted it, and it was pretty cool.
I'm sure a fair few celebrities, dude.
Yeah,
They will.
that was crazy.
If 90 million people saw it, then
Yeah.
obviously like more people would have to have seen that video.
Why can't they see a video?
Why?
of us?
Like if you click the views, you know how you can watch a video and goes like this was viewed 90 million times, and you can see.
Yeah.
You just look for the blue ticks. Surely.
Be a lot of blue ticks.
There was a
down there.
lot of comments. It was like, I think, 150,000
God.
comments.
Engagement
And-
off tap.
Really?
Crazy.
There was over 1 million shares and over 1 million saves. I can't remember the exact figures, but it
That's
was.
it. I'm gonna come up with a dad joke so we can get famous.
Overnight
It was
fame.
wild.
Because
Mate, I crack dad jokes all the time.
Yeah.
Where's my fame?
We lose a subscriber every time you make one.
Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. You stay for the content.
Nah, don't be sorry. It's all part of the fun.
That's empty.
Yeah, I was gonna say, bro, your bottom lip wrapped around that like it was like
Oh my gosh. You know what?
rough.
All right. So, I used to have.
They
Put a
have-
pin in that.
yeah.
I used to have. When I had a missus, last missus I had. All right. They're savages, right? Never good girlfriend. They're so mean.
That's it.
No, anyway, so context.
That's the start.
They
That's the
always
start of the
they
video.
always point out flaws. Like I know they're only coming from like a loving place, but they always point out flaws you never knew you had.
Yeah, they
Can't
do.
you agree?
Yeah, I agree
They
with
always point out flaws like like
ankle's all messed up.
when they get
Fix
comfortable. when your dick's little, you know.
Oh, you'll get that one.
that. True.
It's just standard.
No, but anyway, like they always point out flaws you never knew you had and bring them to the light, and it's like makes you self conscious.
You didn't know that already?
No,
Like, I'm like thinking like, oh, you've got like a big nose, or like your feet are ugly, or why does your thumb look like that? And you're just like, oh, your
I
dick's
can't say
little.
I've heard that
Your
one.
toes collapsed. Sort that shit out.
Sort that shit out. You're fat.
Your nipples are quite big.
Oh, yeah.
Why do you grow hair there?
Thanks.
No, anyway, I'm joking. I haven't had that one. But this one I have, all right? Every time I go to drink, apparently I put my tongue out to touch the bottle first. That was exaggerated, but like I put my tongue on
I'm going to watch you tonight. I will watch you
but
tonight.
apparently I did that. And I'm like, I never noticed that I did that. And I got so self-conscious. And then you try to stop, and then you know you're doing it every time.
Bro, because I watched you then, and I watched your like lip go like for the bottle. It was like, and, like your bottom lip was huge. And then pretty much that reminded, I was watching The Bachelor. I was watching the new season of The Bachelor with mum and dad and Kai and I. And
Sign me up for that.
mate, absolutely. I said to you, you work well on it. But anyways, this guy, like low-key, he sounds like
Like a Bulls brother.
he's gay, but like he's dating women. But maybe it's just the sound of his voice. I think he's Spanish or something. But anyways, bro, the video of him kissing like this chick, oh my God, man was like going in but wasn't. He was like,
Oh, no.
and I was like, and mum and dad are like, ew, what is that?
Oh my gosh, mate.
And I'm like, oh, that is such an awkward kiss. Like, and he was like,
Yikes.
and I was like,
Man's like one of those fishes.
Blobfish.
it was
Mate,
not good.
oh my gosh.
Not good.
Throwback just popped up in my brain. I remember one of my mates in school having his first kiss. Mate, oh.
I don't think anyone's
your worst
first
kiss is always horrible.
Yeah, 'cause
No,
you're-
but I just remember this one because it was so funny. On my first kiss, I bloody headbutted. Not I headbutted her.
You probably knocked her
Bro,
out
I
of
was
your head.
shaking when I had my first
Nah.
kiss. I was like, and she's like, "Are you shaking?" I was like, "Yeah."
No, it's just cold. I
Did
swear.
something. I think I bit her tongue or something. Trying
Whoa,
to French
whoa.
her or something.
Trying to
She bit my tongue.
Nah, other way around. That's better. Would have been something you do.
Anyway, one of those. Anyway, I remember my mate bloody kissing this chick, and oh my gosh, he looked exactly like what you were just doing. No shit, mate. It was
Rest in peace, soldier.
he was like trying to full open his mouth and suck her face off, like you know, how, like you try and contact with like one of their lip, like or the bottom of their lip or something like that.
Suck a
He's
lip.
going
Like,
for
he
both.
wanted to get over the top of both of them.
Unreal.
Oh, yeah. That's an alpha move.
Well done.
He's like, nope. Oh,
It's like that guy. Tell us something your mum would be proud of. Oh,
trying to get a mouthful of those quack lips.
oh, mate, it was. Oh, I just remember it was so funny. How old were you? How old were you when you had your first kiss?
17.
17.
17.
Yep.
How
Okay.
old was I?
Was that the same time you lost your virginity?
Yep.
Same day.
Nah.
I was the same age, but my first kiss was probably like 14, I think, maybe 15.
Far out. I feel like a bad kid.
You are a
You're
bad
like
kid.
12.
Mine was like 10.
Oh.
I was in grade 5.
Wait, does your own mum count?
I was in grade 5. And this chick kept like, she was like aggressive as hell, and she was like chewing my lip.
Nah, bro.
That's
No, my tongue. And she kept biting my tongue. I was like, stop biting my tongue.
So
Anyway.
nah, I was
That's
yeah.
bad.
I was great. I was
17.
grade 5.
And I was shaking.
I was here's the whole story. So I was grade 5, all right, and I built a fort on our deck, down on our deck, and
Wanna come see my fort?
we made out in the fort
Yeah.
on the deck.
Yeah.
That's
I
lit.
was like,
Unreal.
gangster, let's.
Do you want to play Lego now after you finish?
All right. What's the worst kiss that you've had? Like
That one,
Yeah, the first one's always the worst
Yeah.
because you're
that one, that was terrible.
Mm.
Because like, I mean, yeah.
Just
But like, see, the thing is like now, like you can like find a chick that
mate, I've had
made us out, but like and likes to get like a little biting
No,
action.
no.
And, it's pretty
I
good.
so I went to-
biting action on the lower lip, and
I went to
No,
the
not my
festival.
tongue.
I went to Listen Out
It's not
in 2018, and there was a chick there, just like shit, like yeah, like you know, just gave her a kiss in the mosh pit, and whatnot. Anyway, she got under my shirt, and I was like, bit my chest, like left 2-3 bite marks on my chest, and I was like, and she walked off,
Ow.
and I was like, ow, I was like, and I have photos on my phone. I was like,
She
look
got what
this
she
chick
came
did,
for.
but like full bit me, and I was like, I had teeth marks, and I was like, what was
Did you
that?
get checked after that?
Oh, I should have.
I would have.
Far out.
Far
so
out.
random.
That
so
is.
random.
Yeah.
Mate,
I was
I've had
not-
some weird kisses. weird kisses.
Mm.
But that first one in the
fort? Memorable though.
in the outdoor furniture fort.
Yes. That's
Made of cushions.
Yes, it was
And
mint.
a bed sheet.
I slept out there. I used to sleep out in
Yeah.
it.
I used to make forts and
It
sleep
was
in them.
mint.
mattress fort.
Mm.
Hell yeah.
Pillows, mattresses, whatever.
Yeah,
Blankets.
hell yeah.
Cast them over.
Sleep.
Blanket fort.
How good was sleepovers back in the day?
Oh.
Oh,
Boys,
mate.
it's time for a fort.
They're like,
Sleepovers
yeah,
was
fort. Let's go. Pillow fight. What?
What pillow fight with the boys?
Yeah, I didn't have a pillow
Yeah, you
fight.
did.
No.
No.
You never
had a pillow.
fight the boys.
No.
Like absolutely bash each other with
No.
pillows.
No.
We used to run in. I remember one time when I split my whole tongue open and I cut like a bit of my tongue open
Yeah.
and like it was like literally hanging. All
Pretty
right.
much what happened to Tamas.
We were running.
yeah.
Me and Cooper were like running each other with medicine balls inside, and
That's what. Yep.
we smacked against each other, and I fell on the ground on the tiles. But like I was fine, and I was like balancing on the bouncy ball because I was like winded, and he come over, smacked me against it, and I rolled, slipped. The ball went straight out from underneath me. Cracked my head on the tiles and took a chunk out of my tongue, and it just started bleeding, and oh my gosh, yeah, that really hurt a lot. That really
Wow.
hurt.
Mm.
I reckon,
that's enough of
guys,
those stories.
We're gonna
Well, look,
wrap this up.
Absolutely. Bit of a chill one, soft one, and
Yeah.
you know, but sometimes it's nice to do that. So
Look, honestly, if you're
hopefully
still
you
here,
enjoyed.
if you're still here at the end of this, like you guys are loyal viewers, and I thank you so much.
Yeah.
And I thank you
Absolutely.
for obviously you guys are probably already subscribed. We probably should have said this at the start for the new people, but they're probably not here anymore. But anyway, thanks guys. If you haven't rated us 5 stars, please rate us 5 stars and
Because
like,
it
comment,
helps
subscribe.
us.
Yay! That was mint.
Oh, that was mint. Lovely.
was. Yeah,
All right,
right.
viewers. We'll catch you later.
Peace out. See you
Take
next
care.
week.
See ya. Bye.